29 years after World War II ended, a soldier kept on fighting. In the dense jungles of the Philippines, a lone Japanese soldier, Hiroo Onoda, held his ground, believing World War II was still raging. This is the unbelievable story of Hiroo Onoda. Onoda, born in 1922 in a small village in Wakayama, Japan, was no ordinary soldier. He was trained as an intelligence officer in the Imperial Japanese Army, a role that demanded not just physical prowess, but also strategic acumen and an unyielding spirit. His training prepared him for the harshest of circumstances, and it was this training that would shape his life in ways unimaginable. In the year 1944, as the war reached its peak, Onoda was deployed to the Philippines. His orders were clear and absolute: resist the enemy at all costs. He was to disrupt and sabotage enemy lines, and under no circumstances was he to surrender or take his own life. Little did he know that he would carry out these orders long after the last shots of the war were fired. In the dense, unyielding wilderness of Lubang Island, Onoda, along with 3 other soldiers, continued their guerrilla activities. Despite leaflets dropped by the US forces announcing the end of the war, Onoda dismissed them as enemy propaganda, a ruse to break their spirit. They built bamboo huts, pilfered rice and other food from nearby villages, and killed cows for meat. They were tormented by tropical heat, rats and mosquitoes, and they patched their uniforms and kept their rifles in working order. His determination was unwavering, his belief unshaken, his duty to his country above all else. As the years rolled by, his fellow soldiers were lost to the passage of time, but Onoda, the unyielding soldier, remained. Alone in the jungle, he was a soldier without a war, his enemy long gone. Yet his loyalty to his orders to his country remained unbroken. On February 20, 1974, Norio Suzuki, a Japanese traveler searching for Lieutenant Onoda, a panda, and the abominable snowman in that order, encountered Hiroo Onoda. Suzuki, who was on a global expedition, located Onoda after 4 days. Suzuki approached Onoda not as an enemy but as a friend from a homeland that had moved on. He spoke to him gently, showing him newspaper clippings and photographs of a transformed Japan. But Onoda, the soldier trained to never surrender, remained skeptical. He would not lay down his arms based on words alone. In a 2010 interview, Onoda recalled the meeting. This hippie boy Suzuki came to the island to understand the emotions of a Japanese soldier. He questioned my refusal to come out. Although Onoda and Suzuki formed a friendship, Onoda remained on the island, insisting he awaited orders from a commanding officer. Suzuki understood this. He returned to Japan, carrying with him photographic evidence of Onoda's existence. This set into motion a series of events that would finally bring Onoda's long-standing battle to an end. This prompted the Japanese government to track down Onoda's former commander, Major Yoshimi Taniguchi, now a bookseller. On March 9, 1974, Taniguchi visited Lubang Island to honor a vow he made in 1944. "Whatever happens, we'll come back for you." He then officially relieved Onoda of his duties with the following orders. 1. In accordance with the Imperial Command, the 14th Area Army has ceased all combat activity. 2. In accordance with Military Headquarters Command No. A-2003, the Special Squadron of Staff's headquarters is relieved of all military duties. 3. Units and individuals under the command of Special Squadron are to cease military activities and operations immediately, and place themselves under the command of the nearest superior officer. When no officer can be found, they are to communicate with the American or Philippine forces and follow their directives. Onoda was thus properly relieved of duty, and he surrendered. He turned over his sword, a functioning Arisaka Type 99 rifle, 500 rounds of ammunition, and several hand grenades, as well as the dagger his mother had given him in 1944 to kill himself with if he was captured. Onoda returned to Japan, a nation that had moved far beyond the war-torn landscape he remembered. The Japan he once knew, ravaged by war, was now a thriving modern society, a testament to the resilience of the Japanese people. It was a world that had left him behind, a time capsule from a bygone era. Onoda's return was met with a mixture of awe and controversy. Many admired him for his unwavering loyalty and perseverance, seeing in him the embodiment of the samurai spirit. His steadfast adherence to his duty, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, was celebrated as an example of the Japanese values of honor and dedication. Yet his return also stirred up controversy. Some questioned the actions he took while in hiding, leading to a complex debate about the nature of duty and the cost of war. Despite the controversy, Onoda stood by his actions, steadfast in his belief that he had fulfilled his duty as a soldier. Despite the odds and the passage of time, Onoda remained loyal to his orders, a testament to his indomitable spirit. His story, a testament to the human capacity for endurance and dedication, continues to inspire and captivate. In 1975, he relocated to a Japanese community in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where he engaged in cattle farming like his elder brother. The next year he married Machi Onuku, a teacher of Japanese tea ceremonies. Onoda also allowed the Brazilian Air Force to conduct training sessions on his land. After reading about a Japanese teenager who had murdered his parents in 1980, Onoda and his wife moved back to Japan in 1984, establishing the Onoda Nature School, a camp teaching survival skills to young people. Ferdinand Marcos, the president of the Philippines, granted him a full pardon for his actions against local residents in a televised ceremony. Mr. Onoda returned to Lubang in 1996, where he had previously held out, donating $10,000 to a local school. In his later years, he lived between Japan and Brazil, where he was honored as an honorary citizen in 2010. Onoda passed away on January 16, 2014, at the age of 91, from heart failure at St. Luke's International Hospital in Tokyo. His extraordinary journey from the jungles of the Philippines to the bustling streets of Japan came to an end. Hiroo Onoda, a soldier out of time, left behind a legacy of loyalty and perseverance that continues to inspire and intrigue to this day. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating videos. Until next time, remain curious.